Trojan family. What's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, you guys know I got the sunglasses on because the future is so bright. Listen, it is straight up go time. It's on and popping. It's on and cracking. Listen, you guys already know USC is moving and grooving. And lo and behold, they're moving and grooving right before the season starts. They're moving and grooving right the day before, actually today, which is media day. It's going to be straight up go time. You guys going to hear some things from some players. I'll have some information on Thursday as it relates to that. But listen, I got a big announcement that I got to make real quick. You guys know we had a big time commitment. We had two big commitments. One, St. John Bosco, big time guy. And then another one was a Georgia guy out of the state of Georgia. And his name is Xavier Griffin. Listen, he will join me this evening, 4 p.m. West Coast time, 7 p.m. East Coast time. I'm going live with Xavier Griffin. We're going to talk about his commitment. You guys know there were a lot of people that were making reference to him. Man, how do we get another guy from Georgia? another elite athlete from Georgia. Listen, we'll talk about why he committed. We'll talk about what he expects from USC. We'll talk about what he loves about Eric Henderson. We're going to get into all that good information tonight, man. So you guys meet me tonight, this evening, for tonight for the East Coast, this evening for the West Coast, 4 p.m. And I'm going live for that. But look, man, we're going to talk about this recruiting surge because USC is in a recruiting surge. And let me tell you what I've noticed. And I'm not going to be on here long because I got to come back later on. I got some things I got to take care of. But let me tell you some of the things that I've noticed. You guys see I'm in a different setting. I'm downstairs at my house. And I said, you know what? I'm doing something. You know, my son kicked me out of that's my man cave. My man cave is my / office. And he's up in there laying I got a bed in there. I got USC bed covers in there. I got the whole thing to spread. And he's in there laying down. I said, you know what? I do my videos the night before. And he's in there laying in my bed. So I didn't want to wake him up. So I carried my laptop. I carried everything downstairs. And so I'm in a different setting at my house. So that's why you see me with this type of setup. But it's good to do something different. But listen, I'm going to tell you guys what I noticed about the latest commitments. Number one is USC never gave up. Eric Henderson never gives up. Lincoln Riley never gives up. The media told us they tried to put a whole narrative out there. And the narrative was USC thought they can go to Georgia. USC thought that they can go to Georgia and take something that Kirby Smart had. And guess what? USC went back to Georgia. USC made it a point to go back to Georgia. And it's not even just about the Georgia. It's about just trying to get the best available athletes that are available to you. And they happen to be in Georgia. And nobody was trying to intentionally go after a particular Georgia player per se. But the fact that they put that out there, and, we never had that type of shade when they get our California players, whether it's Bryce Young going to Alabama, whether it's C.J. Stroud going to Ohio State, whether it's Jaden Daniels at LSU. These players went all over the country. And it's been like that for years. California players, I mean, I can go back and back and back. Ricky Williams at Texas. I'm kind of older than some of you guys, but I mean, I can go back to Rashad Salam at Colorado. That's, Lawrence Phillips at Nebraska. I mean, they've always pulled from our California athletes. And, when we do it, rather, it's a problem. And, you see things in the media. So I have a big problem with that. And so, yes, we don't give up. We don't give up the fight. We keep on. Our name is fighting on. That's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to fight on no matter what. It's straight up go time. There's nothing they can do about it. Listen, man, it's kind of like when you in a boxing, a boxing match, man. You throw some jabs, and then somebody hits you with a kidney shot and you kind of go down. It looked like we were going down for a minute, but at the same time, we made the 10 count. You get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 count. We made the 10 count and we got back up. And we knocked back. We punched back. And that's what USC is doing. Lincoln Riley is essentially punching back. Eric Henderson is punching back. Sean Nua is punching back. Matt Ince is punching back. Doug Bell is punching back. That's what we're doing. We made the 10 count. We got knocked down for a minute, but we are punching back, and it's straight up go time, man. So you guys drop those comments, man, in the comment section. And I noticed, here's another thing that I noticed. That's one thing that I noticed, that USC still has fight in them. Lincoln Riley has fight in them. We're not going to listen to the narrative, the national narrative, the narrative that they're continuing to put out. You know why? Because we punching back. I was always told in a fight, my pops taught me how to box. He said, your best defense is a good offense. And so I'm not going to just be on the defensive all the time, constantly defense, but I'm going to keep throwing some jabs. I'm going to be throwing some jabs while I'm moving. And, hey, we got to keep the defense and we got to keep the offense. And that's what we did. We playing chess and not checkers, man. And so here's another thing that I noticed about this commitment. Do you guys notice that whenever other teams, especially Oregon and Georgia, I've noticed big time, in Alabama, but I've noticed that every single site puts out some type of flyer, some type of post. I mean, it comes from multiple sites, and it is absolutely ridiculous. And you see it on and on and on. It's like they rubbing in it, and then they make reference. They say Georgia flips USC commit. Georgia does this, or Oregon does this. They flipped it, but they never really highlighted to USC's advantage. And I wonder why. I think it's strategic, man. I think the media is trying to really control a narrative, man. So you guys can drop those comments, man. I'm in a different location. I'm going to be prepared tonight. I'm going to get on my day. But you guys meet me here tonight. Don't forget, meet me here tonight at this evening at 4 p.m. West Coast time, 7 p.m. East Coast time. I will have the newest recruit, big time guy, 2026 kid, and we will talk about why he committed to USC. Listen, I'm out of here until later on. Listen, everybody, don't forget to get up, get out, and make some things happen. Until later on, fight on, fight on, fight on.